everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make these really sweet and very simple little hanging Christmas baubles. Now obviously you can make them using any colours that you like. You can do them as one colour or you can do them using a few different ones, but I've just done them using two and then I think they work really nicely. Now you can make them individually to just hang on your tree, or you could even attach them to the front of a plain Christmas card, and then you've obviously given a card and a gift, but they'd also be really nice if you join them all together to make a sort of, to make a Christmas bunting or garland or something. They'd look really nice for that. So they're really sweet and super simple. You can also miss off the hanging part and even use them just as coasters. So it's a really versatile pattern and it's just 4 rounds, so they're really quick to make as well. So as I say, you can use absolutely any yarn. I'm just using some white, red and silver cotton DK. And I'm going to start. I'm literally just going to make another one exactly like this. I'm going to start with my red, then white, then red, then white. So you want to start with your slip knot on your hook and you're going to do a chain of 4. So yarn over and pull through. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. You're then going to work all of our next stitches into that very first chain that you did. So the extra 3 chains are going to count as a treble. So remember, I'm using UK terms here. In the US, all of these stitches will be your double crochet stitches. So if you hear me say treble, I mean a double for you. So into this first chain now, we're going to put 11 treble crochets because we want 12, but that chain 3 there counts as our first one. So you want 11 more. So to do a treble, you're going to yarn over, insert into that first chain, yarn over and pull up. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1. Again, yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So technically now we have got 3 trebles there, and you want a total of 12 trebles including that chain 3. So if you just work now until you have got 12 trebles including that chain in that same stitch. So putting my final treble. So always have a quick count to make sure that you've got the 12, and then you're going to finish off with a slip stitch to the top of the chain. So that's the top of our first proper treble that we did, so we want the next one along. So just insert your hook and slip stitch. So I'm going to change colour, so I'm going to do a chain 1. I'm going to snip off, and then I'm going to get my white. I'm going to start with a slip knot on my hook, and we're going to start with a standing stitch this time. So you're going to yarn over and just hold that stitch on your hook and insert into one of your stitches. It doesn't matter which one. So yarn over, pull up, and then complete your treble. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your first standing treble. So we're going to increase on this round, so you're going to do 2 trebles into every single stitch around, so you'll have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. So I've done 1 in my first stitch, so I'm going to pop another one in that same stitch. And then into the next stitch. You'll have 2 trebles again, and in the next stitch. So 2 trebles into every single stitch around, and you will have 24 stitches. So once you've got your 24 stitches, you will again close to the top of that first treble that you did with a slip stitch. So yarn over and pull through both. I'm changing colours again, so I'm going to snip off. So I'm going back to my red now. So again, I'm going to be doing a standing stitch, so I will start with my slip knot on my hook. And again, So yarn over and hold up with your finger and start with any stitch. However, you're only going to be going into the back loop this time. So pick a stitch and you'll see you've got the V across the top here, and you want the back loop only. So yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is your first standing treble. And as I say, we're doing back loop only for this round because we want the front loops to work into for the next round. So we're going to be increasing again, so you're going to do 1 treble into 1 stitch and then 2 trebles into the next stitch. So I've done 1 there, so I'm going to increase on the next one. So yarn over, back loop only, and I'm going to do 2 trebles in this stitch. So that's 1 and 2 in the back loop of that stitch, and in the next again back loop only for every stitch, and you'll alternate that all the way around. So 1 treble and then increase, and you'll do 2 trebles in the next stitch, but just make sure that you remember to do just the back loop. And at the end of this round you should have 36 stitches. Okay, so I'm ready to close off once more with my slip stitch. I've checked that I've got my 36 stitches. That is how you should be looking at the end of that round, and then you've just got your final round to do. So again, slip knot on the hook, and this time again start in any stitch and just insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, and then yarn over, pull through both, and that counts as your first double crochet. So in this round we're going to be doing a mixture of UK doubles and UK trebles. So again, US terms, these would be your singles and your doubles. So I've done 1 double crochet in my first stitch there. I'm then going to put 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So into this next one I'm going to put 2 double crochets, and then we're going to be working into the row below. So you're going to go into what would have been the front loops of all of these stitches. So you can see I've worked into the top of this treble here. So for the next one you want to find your next treble and follow it down where you were in the back loop and find that front loop. You can just see it here, sticking up here. So you'll be able to get your hook under that loop nice and easily. And so into that front loop you're going to do a treble, so you'll yarn over and then again find your treble, follow it down, make sure you're working into the front loop of the correct stitch, and you'll insert your hook. So I tend to go from underneath the stitch like that, yarn over and pull up, and then complete your treble as normal. And then you're not going to be working into the treble that you've just gone in front of. You're going to skip the top of that treble and move to your next stitch, and you will put 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch, because that will be your increase. So you've done 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then again find your next treble and follow it down to find that front loop, and you'll yarn over, you'll go behind that front loop, yarn over and pull up and complete your treble. And then again, so you're not working into the top of that treble that you've just worked in front of, so you'll go to your next treble and you'll do 1 double crochet, and then in the next you'll do 2 double crochet, and then again find your next treble, follow it down and work your treble into that front loop, and then again 1 double and then 2 doubles, and you'll work that all the way around, and you'll have a total of 48 stitches, and you'll see you're starting to get that really nice textured overlay stitches. So if you work that all the way around, and I will meet you again in just a second. I'm ready to finish off. I've just done my 2 double crochets in the same stitch. I've got one last treble here that I'm going to work into that front loop, and then again I'm ready to close off. So I'm going to insert my hook into that first double that we did, slip stitch and chain 1. Now obviously it's a bit end heavy, this particular thing, because we're changing colour each round, but if you ignore the ends, that is how you should be looking. So it's a really beautiful but simple pattern. Now, as I say, you can finish here and leave it as a small coaster if you wanted, but I'm going to attach my little hanging bauble top. So I'm going to bring back my silver, and again I'm starting with a slip knot on my hook. You can choose any part of your bauble to start your stitches in. I'm going to do a standing half treble, so I'm going to yarn over and hold. I'm going to insert into any stitch, yarn over and pull up, and then yarn over, pull through all of those loops. So that's 1, and I want 5, so I'm just going to put 1 into that stitch, 1 half treble into the next stitch. So again, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through all 3. I'm going to do 2 in the next stitch, just because you don't want it to pull up at all. So 2 half trebles in the next stitch, and then 1 half treble in the next. So I'm going to do a total of 5 half trebles worked along those stitches. I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to insert into that very first stitch where our working end's coming out from, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and then it's hard to see because it's glittery yarn, but you've got 2 vertical parts to this stitch. You want to go behind the one that is closest to your working end, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is our half treble for the first one. You'll then half treble into the next stitch, so you'll have 5 half trebles, so 1 into each stitch. 4, and 5. I'm going to turn my work again, and I'm going to chain 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can chain more if you want, it depends how big you want your hanging loop to be. And then I'm going to slip stitch into that end stitch, chain 1, snip off, and pull that out to tighten up. So I've got my nice hanging loop there now. So all I need to do now is weave in all of these ends. Might take me a couple of minutes, but that is how you should look with your finished bauble. I think they're really effective and really very sweet, and like I say, as they are to hang on a tree or attach to a Christmas card, or you can attach them all together and make a Christmassy garland. It's completely up to you, it's very versatile, but I will see you again for another tutorial really soon. Bye for now.